Alright, YouTube, so little update here. Holding the camera sideways. Someone left it in the comments that I should do that. So we made some progress here. I'll go over some things. So as you can see over there, that's my one torque box patch. I drilled the holes. That's getting ready to get welded in. Right there's a little, I don't even know how that got there. Like a little crack in in the wheel well, so I got a little patch for that. This was my first patch. It did not turn out that well. I mean, the welds hold. You're not going to see it under carpet. Like I said, this is a learning experience. This patch underneath this floor pan was a lot better. I drilled holes and just welded that. I ground down the bottom, as you can see. So that one fit much better. Like I said, this is a learning curve for me. I was just test fitting it. I had to use some shaping dowels. Shaping dowels to, help shape this in. So I just wanted to drill the holes, grind up where I'm going to be welding, and kind of see how it fit, where I needed to massage it at. I still got to drill the holes here for the seat belt holder and tack weld them in for the moment. But there's a few patches back there where there's some shiny metal. I'm welding a little patch in the wheel well, and then that torque box. So I played around with my heat a little bit, my wire speed. I have my wire speed a tad over 6, my heat at 4. So like I said, it's a learning experience. I'm going to play around with it a little more. It's an art. Once you do it enough, it'll become second nature. So there's my other patch over there for the torque box. This video is not going to be too long. Here's my patch for the wheel well. Here's that other torque box on the other side, has a little cut in it. Once upon a time, someone must have cut into it, so I'm going to weld a little patch in the torque box. I already put weldable primer in it, and then this is for that little rear section back there I was showing you. There's like little pin dots. The metal's still good. I hit it with a hammer. I just want to kind of weld it just to be safe, and then your weldable primer. So the plan is to get those in, all those patches in. Like I said, I just set up my drill press, drilled them that way. For the floor pan, I had to use, some of that. What was I going to do? So when we got these patches finished, I'm going to coat the whole back half of the car with Pour 15, as you can see here, and then I also have my seam sealer that I'll do once all the floor pans are done. So that's where we're at now. I'm moving a lot better currently. It was a little bit of a struggle. I'm using 22 gauge sheet metal here. I would say if, and again, there's other people with wonderful YouTube channels that do this stuff for a living. I do not. This is a hobbyist, so if anyone else is hobbyist, this is a good learning experience for me too. I would say if you have like a huge hole somewhere and you're trying to patch it, I would always try to get like floor pan material, but I would use 16 gauge. It's usually what your floor pans are, but for like little patches like this is the outer skin to the torque box anyway. I'm using 22 gauge. It's easier to shape. You kind of just get over to the other side. You kind of just mark where you need to bend it, and then I put it actually on the press, on the drill press, and clamp it down, and then I do my bends, and then I hammer them and shape them a little bit more. And as you can see, the weldable primer's on there. So the plan is to get that in. 2 other patches over there. I might do that floor pan yet. I'm not sure. I gotta still drill a hole for the seat belt and tack that in, and then we're gonna literally coat, clean up the rust a little bit more, vacuum it out, and then coat down to the torque boxes. And then once these floor pans are in, coat all the way up to these half, and then it'll be cutting out the front floor pans and going from there. Those are a little harder because obviously the frame rails are spot welded in. But if you're doing this, get quite a few of these. I already went over like MIG pliers. I mean, these are like shaping hammers. You have shaping dowels, or I forget what they're actually called. Your weldable primer. I have a little C-clamp here. And like I said, there's some more dowels. So that kind of helps me out with shaping the metal to what I need it for. And then these grinding reels really work. 36 grit metal. They work pretty good for me. So that's kind of where we're at now. So I'm going to play around with the welding settings a little bit more and kind of see where I want to go from there. But I mean, for never doing this, that first patch looks like utter shit. So, you know, you live and you learn. I should have just drilled holes in it and spot welded it fast, but I did want to try stitch welding. That is not sheet metal. That I used a patch from a 55-gallon drum. Like I said, I wanted to try different things. I kind of do this channel because I'm a do-it-yourself guy. I kind of teach myself, learn as I go, make mistakes. Other people watch this channel. You can figure out from my mistakes. But what I will say is the 55-gallon drum material did not work very well. I was still playing with the heat, and I tried stitch welding it. Like I said, it's held. I had to grind it down a little bit yet, but I got this. This is weldable steel I got at Lowe's. I have some at Home Depot, Ace Hardware, Tractor Supply. I'm sure you can get some on the internet. I didn't need too many patches because I'm actually getting body panels and whatnot. But, you know, in hindsight, I should have probably drilled holes for it. And I don't really like that material, and it does not weld very nice. So, like I said, now that I kind of got the hang of some things, I'm moving along a little bit better. So I'm going to finish welding these patches in tonight, and then probably next week I'll get both these floor pans in and it's coated, and I'll kind of check back in. Second floor pan will probably go much better than the first floor pan because, like I said, I'm still learning the welder and dialing it into what I like and so on and so forth. So that's my update right now. It's this has been pretty fun for me. I've never done this before. You live and you learn. So I've made a lot of mistakes so far on this car, that tractor that I restored. You know, it was fun but challenging all at the same time. And in some of my other videos, I did a boat motor, rebuilt that for an outboard boat motor. So I've never rebuilt outboard motors before or anything of this stuff, so I kind of, live and learn. So thanks again for everyone who watches my channel. Keep leaving comments if there's something I can do to, like hold the camera the right way, I guess, for you guys to do it, view it better. But like I said, I just try my best, trying to learn my best. I'm sure people can do it faster. There's better ways to do it. But like I said, the reason I did the 55-gallon drum was because maybe some people want to do it on a budget. Maybe they're not building a car for SEMA. This is not going to be a car for SEMA. I mean, I'll eventually redo it and it will be nice to my standards. But, if you don't have a lot of money, the 55-gallon drum thing does work, and you can do stuff on a budget. So, like I said before, in hindsight, I should have got a full floor. Luckily, when I got the seat mounting brackets off, it's not really rusty there, so I got lucky there. But in hindsight, if I were to ever do this again, I'd buy a full floor. So I hope this helps. Till next time, YouTube. Thanks.